Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome. We're gonna get into some foodie beauty stuff. Then right after we're gonna get at Cucka here. Talking a lot of stuff, and I gotta give my 2 cents because there's clear misconceptions happening. So here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna get into the latest foodie beauty content. She just uploaded something about an hour or so ago, and then I'm gonna get into it. So let's get started with that, and then we're gonna get into excuse me, still have a cough. We're gonna get into this pumped up kicks situation. So let me share my screen in a minute. I also got to tell people I'm live because I did not do that. Weigh in and more healthy arc vlog. I'm gonna take a look at this. Haven't done Foodie Beauty in a while. This seems to be a pretty long one, over 21 minutes. So we're gonna spend some time on this. And I think after that, yep, we're gonna get into the Yo Mama situation. Was a jackass is gonna be a jackass is gonna be a jackass. All right. Let me do some background things before I continue. Like I said, I gotta tell people I am alive, so I really gotta do that. But yeah, let me also share my screen while we're at it and see what Foodie Beauty is saying. Do the introductions right after. I've been multitasking for hours and hours now. All right, so let's go.
Face it, who really wants another 3-wick candle or I don't know, a label maker or something? The point is, get in the cameo, man. I'll say happy birthday. The best part is they get to keep the personalized video forever. Check it out. Just click the link below.
Hi guys, salam alaikum. Welcome back to another video. So it is like 10 a.m. here. Oh, it's like 11. So it's 11 here. I just had a shower, put on some clean pajamas, and I'm going to do a bit of skincare while I talk about my weigh-in and a bit about little history about me for those of you who don't know. So let's get into it. Yalla. So what first thing I use on my skin a lot is rose water. It's really hydrating. Um, and refreshing. So I just kind of take a bit. It's kind of messy, but I just kind of put it all over my face because I love that like refreshing sense of, refreshment on my face. Especially now it's like 42 degrees outside Celsius. Yay. So, that's why I put my pajamas right back on after I showered, and got ready a bit because I don't feel like going out there right now in that weather. Okay, so I'll first do the weigh-in, which I'll put here, um, which is, yeah, you can see here. I don't remember. I
Hey,
won't
what's up,
remember it off the top of my
everybody?
head.
151,
But
334.
um, so
Of course, she probably did lose weight due to illness. Hey, everybody, what's up? I just finished what I'm doing. Hey, Cirily Marie, Nolabu, Lynn Smith. We got Big Petty Energy. Okay. Slow Mama. Yep, Lynn. Cypher, what's up? Marie. Charlie's mom, how you doing? Welcome, everybody.
I'm down like 15 kgs right now total because like the last time I weighed in at the doctor's I was 166 and now I'm 151 something. So that's actually the lowest I've been in a while, you know. And yes, being sick kind of gave me a boost because I didn't eat for a few days, but I've been eating pretty normally um, for a few days now. So yeah, so that is good. I hope that I can, you know, maintain. I feel like I've, lost like the way some t-shirts fit me are baggier than before. So, I'm not obsessed with numbers on the scale, but I'll weigh myself like maybe next week or something. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe before that. Um, oh, that's refreshing. Okay, now I'm gonna put my moisturizer. So that's my weigh-in for today, and today's Tuesday. I think the 28th. So, um, while I do this, I always put my lip plumper lip gloss on. Yeah.
All right, smash that like button, people. I appreciate that. Smash that like button.
Because it takes time to, work around. I don't think I'm going to put very much makeup on or anything like that. Another thing I wanted to talk about, I'm using P.O.S from Lush moisturizer. Um, I like this one more. It's kind of like for summer because it's kind of cooling. Like it has like
Hey,
a
no, what's up?
aloe in it, cocoa butter, almond.
You missed the Jimmy Boo stream. It's all good. We're gonna do part two tonight. I gotta run out in the evening time, get some stuff done, and then after that, I need to come back, do Jimmy Boots part two. Hopefully, we don't get a flash, but if he does, hey, Office Goddess, what's up? He flashes. Nothing I can really do about it. You know what? StreamYards needs to do is have like a blur option when somebody comes up on your stream, because not everybody that comes up on your stream is trusted. So they really need to put that in.
So, and then I tend to use my Skin Shangri-La in the evening more. I don't know. So it's very thick. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I remember the days of the rose water. Yeah, Natty Daddy plucked all the hair off her face with using the two strings. I mean, where did he learn that skill? Still up? Well, we probably know it's probably in jail, not prison jail, because they're different things. He was in provincial jail because it wasn't over 2 years.
Put that on. Um,
Really, there truly wasn't anything to blur.
so
Because I kept the video up overnight. He probably was mass reporting it, him and his cronies, and YouTube did nothing. Because typically, when you do something like that, you keep your video up overnight. There's a chance that YouTube might take a look at it, right? To be like, whoa, whoa, we gotta do something about this. But they didn't.
last time I did a live, I talked French. There's a few times I've talked French, like here and there, and people are like surprised. Like, there's some new people, right? Like my channel's growing, mashallah, like slowly but surely, and
Enchanted Roses, how you doing?
people are surprised that I can talk French. So I think that's honestly all. I don't even feel like putting eye makeup on. I don't. Just feel like being clean and fresh today.
X Cypher. Cypher makes a good point. Same shit. She gets sick. She does. I'll never treat my body this bad ever again. Does a day one video about how she's gonna do better, and then back to the rice platters. It's extremely true.
Anyway, so I thought I would talk a bit about like my growing up history a little bit, like where that comes from. And yeah, so my elementary school went from like kindergarten to grade 8. And excuse me, I went to my mother put me in a French Catholic school. So we only spoke French. We were taught French right from kindergarten. I even think pre-K was French. So I was put into from grade 1 to grade 8, like intensive French Catholic strict school, where we only started learning English stuff like in grade 4, and it
Mm-hmm.
was like a lesson a day. It was, we would get in trouble if we were heard speaking
What's up,
English in the
Fish?
hallways.
How you doing?
It was really strict, like Catholic, because like my teacher was called Sœur Louise, like Sister Louise, like a nun, and it was nuns, and um, it was attached to a church. It was called Sainte Croix, uh, École élémentaire Sainte Croix. Je vais vous rencontrer une petite histoire de ma vie. um, and it was like,
She just said she gave you a little history of her life. That's what she meant. She said in French. I guess this was in Cornwall. I mean, I could look up the school, but does it really matter? Her French isn't that great, but I guess it's still conversational to a point, and she hasn't passed that level of low conversational French.
Right attached to uh, a church. And we would have to go to mass and do confession, the Ash Wednesday, get the ash on your forehead.
Four different types of schools in Canada. So really, there is English public, French public, English like private. Sorry, let's start over again. My mind hasn't woken up. Four different schools. There's English public, French public, English Catholic, and French Catholic. So you either go to one of these four schools, depending on where you are. Typically in Ontario, you will have like English public, English Catholic, and then sometimes you have like a French public, Catholic. Right. No, these are, but there are private schools like the Montessori type schools, but typically you'll have a choice of four. Typically, certain areas might not have like a French public or French Catholic school, but some areas do.
Communion, everything. So I know I'm Muslim now, but I was raised, Catholic. My parents weren't strict, like religious or anything, but so not only that, but my
Yes, we do have all boys and all girls school in Canada. That is also a thing.
dad is French, pure French Canadian. He showed me our family tree once, and like if you go right back to like, you know,
Her area, is it very Catholic where she grew up? I would say so. I would say so. That is very Catholic where she grew up. Was it even Quebec? It wasn't, but remember, she grew up in Cornwall, which is an hour away from like Montreal proper. So, which means there's a lot of francophones that will be living in Cornwall and around the area. Cornwall is right next door to the Ontario Quebec border. So there's going to be a lot of French speakers around.
the 1600s, 1700s. I think like just historically, there's like people named Napoleon in our lineage. Okay, so I'm French. My grandfather, Saro is like a specifically French Canadian name. Like, if you look up Saro, it's French Canadian. Um, my dad's last name is very French. My grandfather, that's where that comes from. So that's the French in my family. And my grandmother's side, no, they're English. They're Irish. So, um, so in elementary school, I learned French.
I guess she left that out. Yeah, that it was her racist grandfather. If you don't remember, Chantal has told us about that several times before.
Now at home, I didn't speak it because my mom didn't speak. She spoke very basic French, but she wanted me to have that because in Ontario, it's usually easier to find a job if you're bilingual. So, um, thanks me. Anyways, so then after grade 8, grade 9, it was when you go to high school during my time. So there wasn't like a middle school. So then I went for a little bit in high school to La Citadelle, which is like the French high school in Cornwall, Ontario. And they were very strict. They were Catholic and they were very strict. Like if they heard you speaking English in the hallway, you can get in trouble. So I'm just gonna let my moisturizer absorb into my face. So yeah, I didn't like that, the curriculum too, like the teachings were very like intense. It was a hard school. And I only had one friend who went there because she was very French. So followed all the rest of my friends who were like, come to like St. Lawrence, come to St. Lawrence. So from Citadel, I went to St. Lawrence, but that's when my French education pretty much stopped. Um, I don't remember if I took a French class in high school. I really don't. I don't remember like exactly all the classes I took, but
Fun fact: La Citadelle is right up the street from Lewis's Pizzeria, probably one of her favorite places. Riverside is really isn't really that far away, and St. Lawrence College is right at the mouth. No, Riverside is right at the mouth of St. Lawrence College. But hey, Cornwall used to be a lot smaller back in the day than it is now.
but mandatory French at St. Lawrence, no, it's an English public school. So, um, excuse me. So my history in French is basically just like I went to a very intensive French uh, elementary school. So growing up, like when you're a child, that's the best time, you're to learn a language is what they say.
Yes,
So
well,
I think it's like up to 10 years old. So in my childhood years, that's when my brain was shaped and I learned French, and it just always stuck with me. It just always stuck with me. Um, I never like really practiced at home and I don't really use it now either. So like it's rusty for me and to be like if somebody's talking to me in French, I'll understand what they say, like 100%. But some words I might struggle with finding if I'm trying to hold a big conversation or something. I couldn't, do like a French lecture, but in French they say "je me débrouille." I get on. I can do it. Like if I had to travel or something, and
there you go. Random Fish says I think it's up to 7 years old when you have the most plasticity for language.
yeah, I mean, I can still. I'm pretty fluent in French. Like it's always stuck with me, and because the French they taught us right was like you know proper French, like you know in an educational institution. So, yeah, I learned French that way. So, not only that, but my family, like especially on my dad's side and my grandfather, my mom's dad, whom growing up with had a lot of influence in my life. They were tout français. His family was very French. So anytime we would go visit, like my aunt, my aunt Florette passed away. May she rest in peace. Um, she would always like uh,
Don't you love these story
speak
times?
only French. Like she didn't know any, and my cousins didn't know any English. So I remember us going to like my grandfather's chalet in like the Laurentians. Um, when he had his chalet, and it was like winter, and I was like trying. I had like an emergency kind of. I was playing with my cousins, and they buried me in some snow. We were like kind of burying each other in snow, and I had trouble getting out. And I was like, trying to vocalize that I'm like in trouble, and they didn't understand what I was saying. But yeah, I don't think like I was pretty young, so at that point I didn't really know, I guess, or while I was panicking, I didn't think what how to say it in French, like au secours, like aller trouver d'aide ou quelque chose comme ça. Like I didn't think, I didn't have that in my brain at the time, I guess. I don't know. Like that's true. Like, like I don't remember what my level of French was back then, but it was yeah. So my family, like all that to say,
But
my
wait
family.
a second, wouldn't she? Since she said that she went to school, like French school, so wouldn't her level of French be the best when she was younger and not so much now because she's losing the skill, right? This is the first non-food story you've heard. All right. Another thing about the Laurentian Valley that's actually around Pembroke. So if you know where Pembroke, Ontario is, Petawawa, that's like Ottawa Valley. But yeah, also Laurentian Valley. It's pretty much on the eastern side of Algonquin Provincial Park. So that is where her grandfather's chalet was. Pretty nice area. I've been there. Quite a couple of times actually. I've been to Pembroke and Petawawa. Actually, I've entered Algonquin Provincial Park from that end, and man, the mosquitoes are ferocious on that side. Well, they're ferocious all over, but that side it was bad.
Family is there's a very French side. You know, Sato is very French Canadian. Um, Even if I go anywhere and it's bilingual, or if I go to Quebec and they're like, you know, what's your name? And I say Chantal Sato, they're like, en français? You know, they always ask me if I want to speak French because they think that I'm French. And it's like, no, you know, my mom was English and I didn't really speak it at home. So, but yeah, see, as it's like melting now that it's like getting hotter on my face. But the stuff is really good. It'll make your skin so smooth. I swear. Yeah. I have a few blemishes, but rosacea. So, anyways,
Wait
um,
a second. Does Auntie Rasta know French? Her mom should know French, right? Since her parents were French speaking.
that's a little bit of my history. In case you didn't know, I'm pretty sure I've told this story a million times. But it seems every time I talk French, people are like surprised that I know French. Like, I went to a French school my entire elementary life until I was 13. So that's like, that's when your brain is learning languages, you know? So, anyway, yeah, and that's it, I guess. And that's my weigh in. So I will try to keep up. Um, I've just been eating. What have I been eating?
True cipher.
I haven't been cooking yet. I'm not like I'm just starting to feel normal. Excuse me. So so yeah, it's gonna take me a bit longer, maybe another few days to a week to just reorganize everything in my life here and try get up and try again. So I've just been eating a lot of uh, fruit. Um,
Yeah, Auntie Rasta and her mom are from the English side. I already forgot what she said. I thought her dad's side was French. But then why would Auntie Rasta have this Sorol last name? Her mom has the Sorol last name. That's the French side then. So it would be on her mom's side and not her dad's.
like really juicy, hydrating, like things that are hydrating, like a lot of salads, a lot of fatouche, a lot. Um,
Hey,
there's
Debbie's
this
wife, what's up?
trio of beans. I think it's Iranian style breakfast, where it's like um, large fava beans, chickpeas, just plain, like in like this water, and then this like other one that they make with like spinach. I don't know. It's so good.
So I brought breakfast and it was the exact foods I was just talking about. Okay.
Actually, Salah brought back the breakfast, and these are the beans I was talking about. So this is just like they call it hummus, which is just think of hummus as a sauce, but it's actually just the chickpeas.
Eating
Um,
away again.
yeah, nefi. Okay, and this one is full. No, bajilla. They're huge. They're huge, like beans. And this is like my favorite. This is ash. It smells like there's greens in there, onion. Yeah, a bunch of beans. I don't know. It's delicious. And this is jarish. So there's chicken, and it's like some kind of like wheat grains that they use.
That looks pretty nice.
I've
I'd eat
never
it.
tried this yet. I'm gonna try. Maybe I'll try now. Let me go in here. First time trying jarish. Bismillah. Mm. It tastes like barley to me, like exactly like barley or something. It's a really good. I don't know what spices they use, but it's a traditional food here. So yeah.
Why you don't like these for breakfast? Is it the beans for breakfast? I always get into this thing where some people are like beans for breakfast. It really depends on where you are. Many cultures, places will say beans definitely for breakfast, eggs for breakfast. Other places like really beans, but yeah, a lot of places, Central America, South America, Europe, they do beans for breakfast. Yeah, very English thing to do. Along with the eggs. Some people like eggs for like, do you do eggs for lunch or dinner? I'm like, yeah, of course. Eggs anytime for me, actually.
So we're gonna go eat, and yeah, and these are the breads. They're like huge, but you just break them apart.
And all these Iranian, Afghani style.
Oh, really?
Yeah, from the Iranian cuisine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought because I know you said that yesterday.
Yeah.
So I've been eating like a lot of like beans for like breakfasts and stuff like that. If I eat breakfast, um, otherwise I usually just have like one main meal where it's like I'll have like a lot of salad, a little bit of chicken, and some rice. I've been eating rice every single day, not maybe like a quarter of what I would normally eat, maybe even less than that. And I find that's been satisfying and filling. So yeah, we'll see.
Her face looks massive.
We'll see.
Probably.
We'll see what happens
Well, she's recovered, guys.
when the cravings come back. But I have like this like rage inside of me for like I dare it to come back. Like I dare it to come back and ask me to eat pot pie. I swear. Do it. Ask me. Craving go on cravings, ask me to eat pot pie and see what happens to you. You're gonna get the biggest F you know. um I'm not even like the thought of that doesn't even appeal to me right now. Honestly, it doesn't. So we'll see. I've just been craving more natural food, and I think I'm gonna when I do start cooking again, I'm gonna be like planning what kind of things. Like I think really high volume, like vegetable, like just a huge stock pot of soup that I love because I've been eating lentil and vegetable soup every day. So I'll just throw a bunch of vegetables, lentils, and just blend it. I love it. Um, cheese sauce. I have found a hack for cheese sauces. I'm gonna just make like for one meal, just like a huge thing of broccoli and like um I don't know if you guys know, like a long
True.
time back I tried
Plants.
this recipe and it was really good. It's the cheese sauce and it's made with carrots, potato, and nutritional yeast. So it's literally
I
fat.
predict within the week, if we do see her eating, it's going to be something she shouldn't truly be eating because that is just exactly what Foodie Beauty does. Part of the cycle, part of the back and forth that she's been doing for years on end.
Fat free. So and nutritional yeast is like super chock full of vitamins. It's crazy. And it's so good. Like I couldn't tell that it wasn't cheese sauce. It's creamy enough. There's ways of like making like substitutes. Like you know how I love like creamy Alfredo sauce kind of. You could make like an Alfredo sauce with like cauliflower. You blend cauliflower. You add like silken tofu. Like there's different like alternatives that taste amazing still and are super healthy. So I've just been like watching a lot of those videos of like people who have lost a lot of weight eating volume foods that are like very low calorie but are very healthy, like mostly vegetables. So I'm trying to stay away from things that are really, really high fat, saturated fat, like creams and butters and stuff like that. So that never does
Sure,
me any
sure,
favors.
Jen. We'll see her eat it
Um,
soon.
so yeah. And yes, of course, no like white pasta, like processed like breads. Nothing processed, essentially. Like I'm not gonna eat anything from a package. So yeah, even like if I go to a movie, because there's a movie I really want to see, I'm not gonna get like the thought of drinking Diet Pepsi grosses me right out. It's like just why drink just a bunch of chemicals? What's the point? And the popcorn, no, I don't even like popcorn, and I'm not eating the nachos. There's no way.
Sure.
Who knows what's in that orange dye? Like no. So
Exactly, blue eyes.
yeah, I could maybe try to make my own like nacho cheese, like with that sauce. I don't know. But I'll probably just bring some pistachios or something. Who knows? Anyways, I guess that's it. Yeah, the fruits I've been eating a lot of plums. I love plums, peaches, some watermelon, stuff like that. And yeah, that's it. That's my weigh in. And that's my update. That's my little history. So I will see you guys next video, okay? I hope you have a good day. Bye.
All right. So that's it. Let's get into this whole controversy with the pumped up kicks. Yes, let's get into that. I have no thoughts, words for what Foodie Beauty just said. It's the same typical BS cycle that I've seen ad nauseum. I don't want to hear about it again. Like I said, I expect within like a week she's gonna be back to eating the usual. All right, people, let's get into this. So, Yo Mama, on when was this? This was the day before the anniversary of the unfortunate incident that happened at Uvalde. So the 23rd of May. But if you really want to be technical, what time was it in Australia when he did this on the 23rd of May at nighttime? Was the 24th, right? All right, let's get into it. Let's see what he has to say.
This is classical. 20 gifted by pets. We got to do something classical. We gotta put a song that's never been heard before. Now, hold on.
I wonder what song it is gonna be. Never been heard before. Okay, we're gonna have to dissect this.
All right.
Because I have a lot of facts right on my screen. You're out of the loop. Well, this song wasn't called Buskin Boots. Okay, that's bullshit. What a jackass did was just Google medieval songs, and he had a list of remixes.
Turn me up.
And this came up, but it was extremely appropriate for Go World. All right, I think I went back a little bit too far. Let's go to this section here.
Hold on.
You haven't seen this, but you did read on Twitter. Girl World Bridgerton. What was he dressed in this? I don't get this.
Robert hath a swift hand.
Yes!
He doth gaze upon the field, and he maketh a plan. And he hath a jaunty cap. Perched upon his head, he is a longbowman. He did find an old bow of yew.
And of course, people in the chat were saying, well, what were they saying in the chat? I should bring that up. That some people are like, oh, this is pumped up kicks. And it is pumped up kicks. A lot of people are like, you're going to get crucified in Girl World for doing this because it's inappropriate. Chantel did it. I remember that. That was her June the 3rd stream back in 2022 when Peace was on the bed and she kept on playing pumped up kicks because she was in the midst of a fight with Nader El Shami.
And a quiver of arrows in his father's chest, wherefore I cannot say.
Yes!
But he cometh for thee, yea, he cometh for thee.
Oh, he
Wait a second. I'm sorry, can I go back? What was he doing with his fingers? Does he really, did he dress up full on with the rings on the fingers?
Therefore I cannot say.
Yes.
All right.
But he cometh for thee, yea, he cometh for thee.
Take
Oh, ye bully
care,
rooks,
Marie. Have a good one.
skin boots, best ye go, outrun my paw. Oh, ye bully rooks, with your buskin boots, best ye go, faster than mine arrow. Oh, ye bully rooks, with your buskin boots, best ye go, outrun my paw. Oh, ye bully rooks,
Seriously?
buskin boots, best ye go, faster than mine arrow. Father worketh all day,
Yes.
and he cometh from late, yea, he
2050 by
cometh
packs.
from late. Mayhaps he bring
Fifi in the chat type in, you know they're gonna be big mad from this song. You know what? You gotta choose your song appropriately, and in certain environments, like Go World, you don't play the song because if Foodie Beauty is gonna get into shit for it, so would you.
me a gift. Stew is in the pot, though it doth taste of grit. I have waited ere long.
Ere long.
Now mine eye is quick, and mine arm is strong. I reason with me crooked
Exactly,
cap,
fish.
and say thou art an artless greasy tallow catch. Yea, all ye bully rooks, with your buskin boots, best ye go, outrun my bow. All ye bully rooks, with your buskin boots, best ye go, faster than my arrow. All ye bully rooks.
Freedom Deep in the chat is gonna be like, Girl World is gonna lambaste you for this song. Indeed. Indeed.
Buskin boots, best ye go, outrun my bow. All ye bully rooks.
Oh yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for bringing that up. The Columbine situation happened on the 20th. You're right. So he did this a few days after Columbine and a day. Well, technically, if you were living in Australia or Japan or anywhere along that time zone, this would be the 24th, which was Uvalde. So what would you do this? Well, if you've noticed before he was typing in something, he probably was typing something idiotic like Renaissance songs, medieval songs, and it came up. So let me show you exactly what came up for him when he typed his foolishness in. And then of course he's gonna try and make up some excuse saying that FFG and this are reaching and whatnot. Here is exactly what he typed in. I'm gonna put it on the screen here. So this is Hildegard von Blingen, Pumped Up Kicks Bardcore. You know what I did? I actually found this song by typing in medieval songs, and this was one of the first songs that came up. I also typed in bow and arrow, pumped up kicks. I also typed in buskin boots, and this came up. So this is literally the same song. I'm also going to show the lyrics for the song. It's the same song.
Faster than mine arrow. All ye bully rooks, with your buskin boots, best ye go.
All right, so keep in mind this is Hildegard von Blingen, and Hildegard von Blingen has a link to Cornelius Link, which is the medieval arrangement. So let me put that on the screen because this also is the same song. And notice how they always name the song Pumped Up Kicks. They do that for a reason. You know why? He can deny it all he wants and say this is a remake. Okay, yeah, it's a remake, but at the end of the day, it's still Cornelius Link Pumped Up Kicks. It's the same song. Kimberlina says, these people are all degenerates. Did you see what Sarah Locklear did? Yes, I did. Somebody told me that her kid was on and speaking a lot of things and showing pictures of certain things that they weren't supposed to. And a lot of people are complaining that Sarah needs to put Barnyard Sarah needs to take that stream down because it was completely inappropriate. I heard the last time her daughter was on stream, she was cursing and saying all types of things. And I shudder to think this is the exact reason why you gotta take care and interest in your kids' livelihood and how they grow up, else they're gonna be lost. All right, so let's see what he has to say because, of course, he has to say something about this entire thing, and he is deflecting, saying this, saying that, and I really gotta chime in. I really do. So let's chime into this. Let's go here, and let's see what the excuses are for just typing in a medieval song or something along those lines, Renaissance song, and having pumped up kicks, the Bard version, come up and playing it while people are telling him to stop because it's not cool, but yet he's still gonna do it. Exactly. All right, let's go forward. Because of course that was FFG's original song.
Another classic. Get your popcorn ready because you already know what time it is. FFG has lost her goddamn mind. She hasn't been the same since she lost that goddamn intro that I just played. And remember, FFG, you was mad because that intro wasn't exclusively yours, so you got another shit intro and you think that's popping, but it ain't. Right off the rip. That was the best thing you had, big girl. Was that goddamn intro. And ever since you lost that, you lost your damn mind with it. But let me tell y'all something right off the rip. All right? Because when I came in here originally, I thought it was all about do your research and do your homework. Yo, mama, you get it wrong. You gotta make it right. See, that's what I thought the rules was. But I realized something real quick. That ain't the rules around here in the Grow World space. The Grow World space works like this. I invested my time and money into a bum ass reactor,
Too random.
and I cannot get off of that person. So whatever they say, whatever they do, and however they do it, I'm going to ride and I'm going to die with them. And I think this a lot. The person that you really attach yourself to, a lot of times I think you kind of look and you kind of act like that person in real life. Because I think that's why so many women, or so many people in Grow were attached to FFG, because I believe that they also have dry ponytails. Maybe they're all dry ponytail clans. I don't know. They all got blow ups. Okay. Tweeted T lied about the cable man. I'm telling y'all right now.
What is it with Tweety and the cable man thing? I heard, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, Tweety left the community. Can somebody please fill me in? The too long didn't read TLDR version of why Tweety really left.
They probably all the same. Smoke big blunts, probably order 15 different chalupas every goddamn day. They probably all the same. That's why they so attached. And when anything new comes around and disturbs what they got going on, they hate on it. But see, the thing about their hating is if you're going to shoot at the king, you bet not miss. And let me tell you something. Yesterday, oh my God.
I love it that he still thinks himself as the king. Okay, king, reply to my hip hop rap disses, please. If you're the king, remember I'm untalented. I'm actually a singer, but I made 2 rap songs that he has yet to reply to. Please do it with original beats and lyrics, jackass. We don't want you regurgitating somebody else's lines and verses because it seems that's all he's good at is take somebody's original, clearly successful song and then change up certain words and then put it out as his own with the same beat over it. No, that doesn't work because it's still the original artist composer's song. It's not yours. What you've done is just change it up a little bit. I want an original song, original lyrics, original words. I've done it twice. You haven't responded. You haven't said anything about them. Please give me a comeback because I'm going to do it a 3rd time and a 4th time and a 5th time. And once again, I don't even rap Don't even rap. And I did it.
Goodness. FFG missed. All them clowns that was trying to, oh my God. Oh, too much. Manipulative. Dumb cunts. Yes.
Colonel Marie, Kiss
Say that.
Mark, has
Yeah.
become a member.
Yeah.
Manipulative Dumb C.
Yeah.
That's FFG.
Now, all the rage yesterday was because K Bella played a video of FFG sitting on her cat, and I mean on her dog.
Okay, Bella is going hard. So really, there was some sort of like image of FFG sitting on dog. I'm so lost when it comes to that because I've been focusing on what your mom is be doing. So Kimberly is saying she, as in Tweety, posted about talking to this guy who was younger. She got tipsy one night and posted a pic of herself. Next thing I knew, she was gone. I'm sure she's watching. Probably. Lots of people have been gone.
Right? And then played it multiple times saying that FFG hit her dog. And FFG raged about it. Not only did FFG raged about it, but all her zombies followed suit and said, how could you lie like that? How can you manipulate the situation? But at the same time, she was raging about that her sitting on her dog wasn't really abuse. She was spreading her own lies. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play it. Here is FFG spreading lies, but we gonna come with the receipts because that's what we do around here. We don't, I like to come up with receipts when somebody just blatantly lying, and I provided the receipts for FFG because I didn't want her out here in the streets looking stupid, but she kept going with it. So I'm just gonna sit by and I'm gonna play the receipts. But here is FFG.
What's going on between Hecate's daughter and Pew Pew Tasha? I have no idea. There's so many beefs these days. So many things is happening in Girl World. Is this the point where there's no return? Is this the event horizon of Girl World where there's gonna be a collapse?
Speaking about a stream that I did when I was dressed up in medieval times, and we played the rendition of bow and arrow pumped up kicks. Now here is FFG explaining how it was, but she didn't really watch the stream. She just didn't get nothing right. Go ahead.
What? So K Bella blocked you after you asked about her dog during her homelessness? And I guess is that sex trafficking thing? I didn't even know about this. Wow. I guess I'm missing out on a lot right now.
You didn't hear, by the way, on Friday.
Oh, we didn't hear. Wait, let me turn you up. Let me turn you up. Go ahead, FFG. Talk to us.
Friday,
I mean, show me a pretty, majestic looking
Talk
camel.
to us,
Those
FFG.
camels are well taken care of. Yeah,
Oh, she was trafficked and you were wondering. Okay, I see. Gotcha. I wonder why she got rid of her TikTok account, because that TikTok account had hundreds of thousands of people. That would be like a really good payday if she just kept it up. I mean, it's kind of like a waste. Okay, so she claims she was trafficked. Gotcha. Has she talked about that story much in detail or just in general?
Hey, for anybody who didn't hear, by the way, on Friday, Yo Mama, Slow
Oh.
Mama,
Oh,
danced around to Pumped Up Kicks on his live stream while
really?
his audience, pretty much just like Chantal, begged him not to do it.
Begged. First and foremost, pumped up kicks.
It was pumped up
Interesting.
kicks.
It's very interesting the reaching that's going around here. I mean, first of all, the song is called Bow and Arrow. It's a
Actually, no, that's a lie. The song is not called Bow and Arrow. I put it up. I'm gonna put it up again. Here is the song. It's called Pumped Up Kicks. That's what it's called. It's right there. It's Bardcore. Pumped Up Kicks. It's right there. There you go. There you have it. Pumped Up Kicks. Let me clear the screen. It's not called Bow and Arrows. It's called Pumped Up Kicks. Let me play it. It's the song. That's a lie. So there you go. Should I play the other one? Because it's the same shit. Because they're giving credit to Cornelius Link for the arrangement, because the Cornelius Link is the composer. So even Cornelius Link says his song or her song is Faster the People, Pumped Up Kicks. And they even say that theirs is called Pumped Up Kicks as well. Right there. That's what they say. Stop lying. And it says Barcore, stop lying. Stop lying. Okay? You're not going to come in here and say that shit. That is called. Let me go back on this. It's called Pumped Up Kicks. It's called Pumped Up Kicks, Faster the People, and even the rearrangement is called Pumped Up Kicks.
It's very interesting the reaching that's going around here. I mean, first of all, the song is called Bow and Arrow. It's a different lyric and to the song and the song.
Actually, no, it's not it's not even a different lyric to the song. I can show Pumped Up Kicks lyrics on the screen, and then I can show the Bardcore, and they've just changed over the words into Old English, but the song still goes the same way, because then it wouldn't match. Because I can show you Pumped Up Kicks lyrics right now, and I can show you the lyrics of the Bardcore Pumped Up Kicks, which is the medieval version. It's literally the same thing. Should we do that right now? Because I can show it. I can do that right now. All right. Let me do that right now. So here is Pumped Up Kicks talking about Robert. Here we go. Since I got to do this, the lyrics for you to have a song with the same beat and the lyrics to match, even though you've changed up the words a bit, the idea is typically the same, right? So here we go. Let me prove this. So Robert's got a quick hand. He'll look around the room, but won't tell you his plan. He's got a rolled cigarette hanging out his mouth. He's a cowboy kid. Yeah. He found a 6-shooter GUN in his dad's closet with a box of fun things. I don't even know what. He's coming for you. Yeah, he's coming for you. So this song called Pumped Up Kicks is about Robert and teenage mental illness. So Pumped Up Kicks is a play off the Reeboks that people used to wear, still do wear, where the Reeboks were extremely expensive. So it also has a different layer of what's called jealousy at certain individuals, certain kids having the means to be wearing these expensive boots. But at the end of the day, the song is about somebody doing something to her school. So he can say whatever he wants, but the lyrics are really on the screen. Even the 10 million views, Hildegard von Blingen has the lyrics where it says, "All ye bully rooks with your buskin boots, best ye go, far faster than mine arrow." So instead of bullets, he says arrows. Instead of a GUN, he says arrows. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's match verse for verse, because I believe this is extremely important. So here we go. "All ye bully rooks with your buskin boots, best ye go, faster than mine arrow." Let me repeat that. "All ye bully rooks with your buskin boots, best ye go, faster than mine arrow." If you look here, it's this. So all the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run faster than my bullet. So instead of a bullet, they've replaced it with arrow. It's the same goddamn song. It's the same feel. It's just, and they didn't have bullets in medieval times. So they changed it to arrow. Okay? So the same song has the same intent and feel. That's what's happening here. So he can say whatever he wants to say, but one, whoever remixed that song to medieval times did not change it. It's still called Pumped Up Kicks. And two, it has the same feel. But hey, Let's continue.
Much pets.
You like the song I Don't Like
I had to
Mondays?
bust that one out. That's a girl world.
Actually, the thing about these songs is that Foster the People isn't the first and isn't the last to make songs like this. Even the Beatles did songs where it was super controversial and it was about something that is a heavily charged topic. I can list songs from Bob Marley, I Shot the Sheriff, to Psycho Killer by Talking Heads, to Hey Joe by Jimi Hendrix, to Maxwell's Silver Hammer by the Beatles. What is Maxwell's Silver Hammer by the Beatles about? Right, we need to talk about Kevin. There you go.
Girl world classic. But since we're in classical times, got to get that classical version. Thank you very much. Thank you, Pets, again. 20 gifted. Welcome all the new members.
Facts, Fish. You said it right. There's a lot of people here in Go World that just can't apologize. Your mom was saying on Twitter that FFG just can't say sorry, but equally, your mama should just apologize. Too close to home, too close to the original, and people feel a way about it. Exactly. You're exactly right. The Beatles said they were more popular than Jesus and got their albums burned, right? Like I said, I'm not going to make excuses here and I'm going to be fair. Like I said, there's been tons of songs, even Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. What is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen about? It's the same kind of thing. So like I said, this alternative group isn't the first to make songs like this. From Queen Bohemian Rhapsody to Maxwell's Silver Hammer by the Beatles to Jimi Hendrix's Hey Joe to I Shot the Sheriff by Bob Marley and the Wailers, there have been many controversial songs that peer into or shed light on certain things that's a lot of people, some people, most people might find controversial or maybe shouldn't be played on the radio.
Around me, bow. All the other. Anyway. Yeah, so like I said, Narc alert. Oh man. Yeah, ever since she did the whole, wanting to call the doctor thing, it's been a disaster. It's been a disaster for her. But that's not the only
Okay, my bad. Let's go to the other video where he's weighing in on what FFG is saying. So let's continue with this about the expose. Let's go.
song that's really bad is about guns and kids. The song that I played, the lyrics had nothing to do with guns. It's talking about bow and arrows, had nothing to do with kids. But again, like I said, the fake outrage. But go ahead, FFG. Keep going.
And asked him to stop.
Well, I will say it. They did change up the lyrics to bows and arrows, yes, with the buskin boots. But the idea is still there because people are gonna reference and refer back to, whether you like it or not, your brain's gonna refer back to the Foster the People song. And then that's how your brain's gonna connect this remix to that song. And that song is about someone angry and upset about teenage mental illness to the point where somebody is wanting and feeling as if they are gonna shoot up a school. And if you're gonna do it between Columbine and Uvalde, that is extremely inappropriate.
And told him not to. And he just kept going and going. And I am not fucking kidding.
Oh.
Yes, I was actually thinking of doing that. Let's just do that. Let's see what people in the chat are saying. So let me F11 this. I think I've made my point with looking at the lyrics and whatnot. So let's go even further.
You know what? Later on, when we come back live later on this evening, I'll have that clip. We'll watch it together.
Oh, we're gonna watch it together. Oh, let's watch it together, FFG. Oh, okay. So FFG decided, let me go ahead and throw up some receipts. So let me throw up some receipts. Let's watch it together. I like see now I like this. I like this FFG. I like the FFG with the receipts. Okay, let's get to it.
All right. So if somebody asks in the chat, what is Bohemian Rhapsody about? Bohemian Rhapsody is about a young man who accidentally unalived someone and, like Faust, sold his soul to the devil. So if you don't know who Faust is, I mean, look it up. Faust is actually pretty intertwined in popular culture and modern day society. A lot of people talk about Faust. A lot of people will talk about Alistair Crowley is another person that is just like intertwined in popular culture. If you don't know who that is, that's an English occultist, died in 1947, born in 1875.
Here she is with the receipts. Go ahead, FFG. Go ahead.
Oh, I hate to cut her off for a
Go
minute,
ahead.
but
Don't cut her off.
I'm an impatient motherfucker. Hold on. I gotta share screen.
Yes, sir. Share them screens, baby.
Some
Go
never
ahead,
have I
FFG.
ever.
Me dancing to Pumped Up Kicks. There we go.
And it was Pumped Up Kicks, though. They literally even called it.
Eesh.
Why'd you stop? Why'd you stop? Go ahead.
Eesh. So yeah, he's dancing around to some kind of a remake of Pumped Up Kicks.
So wait a minute. You told your audience that I was dancing the Pumped Up Kicks, and then you turned around and you played it. Then you muted it because you.
But he was dancing to Pumped Up Kicks. Maybe somebody renamed the remix to Pumped Up Kicks something else, but it's not called Buskin' Boots. It's literally, I've shown it. I've shown the original song, 10 million views, with the composer at how many views? 1 or 2 million? And they've both named it Pumped Up Kicks.
Realized that I wasn't dancing the. Yeah. Yeah. But it don't stop there, ladies and gentlemen. See, because right here, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad right here. But you know, FFG she gotta rile that shit up. She gotta rile that shit up. She gotta eat. Oh man. And let me tell you something, FFG. Let me give you some advice. Okay. The reason why you losing and the reason why you getting shitted on, and I understand that. Before I came into this space, you was very comfortable because, you know, not a lot of people would take shots at you because they would feel like your zombie, stupid, dumbass audience would like,
So
you know,
Frankson,
troll them into to oblivion. But the difference with me is, see, I trash you, but I come with the receipts to trash you. And then and why I'm so smart, and I want to say this to the people out there in Grow World and everybody in the chat.
Well, everybody, tell him where the actual original song is from, because you can find it on YouTube, and it's called Pumped Up Kicks. Second, he's saying that it was on the 23rd. It's not the same anniversary as Uvalde. Okay, the 23rd at his nighttime when he's in California is the 24th in Australia or in Japan or anywhere close to that area and time zone. So those two main points that he's making doesn't even make no sense. And with a climate and atmosphere of, if we're gonna torch Foodie Beauty for listening to Pumped Up Kicks, then what should we do to your mama? Yeah, he should know, right? He should. Anyways, do I even need to bring up what happened on June the 3rd, 2022? Like, I do have the clip. Like, I do my due diligence and found the clip. I remember this exact night because I was in shock and awe that Foodie Beauty would be dancing around with Pete's on the bed to Pumped Up Kicks. Well, A multitude of people in the chat told her to stop doing that and stop pointing the finger guns because it's not cool.
I realized something real quick. When I came into this space and I was exposing these hypocrites, what I realized is there's some people that's gonna make you look stupid, and then there's some people you can drag and you never gonna catch an L. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. When I first came into here and I saw the hypocrisy going on, and I called out FFG and the Yabba Dabba Doos, a lot of people came at me and said, "Damn, your mama, this is dope. You should also look into Charlie Gold." I got a lot of that.
All right, I think that we're gonna finish this off. Like I said, I mean, I could show the Foodie Beauty and the dragon that she got almost 2 years ago. Like, was like almost 2 weeks shy of 2 years ago when she started listening to it. I guess I'll play a little bit of it. Like it was this scene right here, right here. And when she was doing this, a lot of people were concerned. And even to ask that question like she did to Pete's just now tells you everything. If you have to ask if this song is okay to play or anything along those lines, then you shouldn't play it. I'm just saying. And there's you know what's going through his mind. He's gonna say something later, but he should have said something right then and there. But he didn't. All right, people. I kind of had enough of this. I'm out of here. Hopefully, I made my point. Um, is the song directly tied to the shooting, or is it just a subject matter? That is a very loaded question, Frank Zen. Is your name a play off of Craig Zen from Members Only, the group that XXX Tentacion was in, or is there another Frank Zen? Because I know there's Craig Zen. Anyways, the loaded question about the whole Pumped Up Kicks, the band actually said they did this song because they wanted to draw attention to the mental illness of teenagers, and that the song, when a lot of people were saying it shouldn't be played, the band and certain groups of people were saying it should be played because it's actually bringing attention to a certain element. But then other people on one side were like, but is this the best way to bring attention to a certain element, though, by promoting a song talking about Robert having a GUN and talking about bullets flying and people to run? Because if you didn't know, Billy, one of the band members, their cousin was actually um part of the was it Columbine, right? Yes, that Fink's cousin, one of the band members, Cubby Fink, a bassist, has a cousin who survived the Columbine High School massacre in 1999. Not a lot of people know that, but yes, the bassist's cousin did survive. So that was also in the back of this group's head when they made the song. So there's lots of elements to this, and I can understand a lot of viewpoints. But at the end of the day, when a lot of people found out what this song was truly about, because a lot of people don't really listen to the lyrics to the songs, or if they do, they don't try and decipher meaning from it. Some people do, some people don't, but typically it goes with the beat, then the lyrics, and then trying to decipher meaning. When a lot of people figured out what Pumped Up Kicks was about, they stopped listening to that song. And that is the truth. We have a viewer in the community survived Columbine. Oh boy, yeah, it's a harrowing experience. Like to go through that trauma. It'll change you. Anyways, people, I'm out of here. Thank you for listening to whatever I have to say. Take from this what you will, but take care of yourselves, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.